I'm Matthew Perry, guest hosting for Piers Morgan. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit. There are a lot of misconceptions about alcoholism.
You know, we hear a lot of people say, yes, I drink, but I'm not an alcoholic.
Tonight, new research suggests more people are drinking and abusing alcohol in the U.S.
A lot of people think that addiction is a choice. A lot of people think it's a matter of will. That has not been my experience. I don't find it to have anything to do with strength. There is a tremendous amount of hope, and people change. And I think I want that message out there just as much as the negative things that are out there.
So I actually grew up in a family where a lot of people in our family all suffer from alcoholism. My dad does, and I have a really close relationship with my dad, and so I think I kind of went into this class thinking like, I'm not going to learn that much, which sounds really like conceited. I don't mean for it to.
I actually lost my aunt to alcoholism about a year and a half back, almost 2 years now. And I didn't really understand it before. I didn't understand what she was doing to herself. I just wondered why she wouldn't just stop drinking. It helped me understand her more. It's helped me understand the struggles that she went through, and it's not as simple as just being able to stop drinking.
So alcoholism is a chronic and progressive disease of the brain. So people who have alcoholism actually have a different brain chemistry than those who do not. And alcoholism affects their brain differently. So once a person with alcoholism starts to drink, they actually cannot control the urge to continue drinking more.
Something that helped me wrap my head around what alcoholism is it's like diabetes, that it can go away, but they'll always have it in their system.
When someone goes out with their friends and all their friends are drinking, they're like, oh yeah, I'm just fitting in with my friends. I can't possibly have a drinking problem. But they may in fact have a different brain chemistry than their friends do, and that the alcohol may not be affecting them in the same way that it's affecting their friends.
Campaign is designed to help destigmatize alcoholism and recovery on college campuses. Something like 5% of a college campus may have students who themselves are in recovery from alcoholism.
1 in 10 people who drink have alcoholism. That's the statistic that kind of spawned the name Do You Know 10? Because if you know 10 people who drink, one of them could have alcoholism.
Cool. 10. George, Lyndon, Will, Alexis, Phoenix, Teresa, Alejandro, Samara, the whole engineering construction management area.
So I've been doing the DYK campaign for now a year, and I can definitely tell you that people have very misconstrued ideas of what alcoholism is, what an alcoholic is, what it is as a disease, and those dominant narratives are very present on our campus.
And the purpose of the campaign, and it's important, is to help people know this is a disease and there's help for it. With the stigma, it's as if these are just weak or bad people and we should just shun them. And our campaign is trying to say these are people who need our help and support. And our campaign is trying to say the definition, alcoholism is a disease. It's not a shame, it's not a moral issue. It's a disease and there's help for it.
I'm gonna drink in college because that's what everybody does, but it's like, that's not actually real.
A lot of times when I go back home to like family or friends and ask me where to go to college and I say Arizona State University, one of the first responses I often get is just like, oh, so you're majoring in drinking, that's not a real college.
I learned especially a lot about college drinking because there's just that dominant narrative of like, everybody drinks in college, and so it's just like normal, and if you don't drink in college then that's not normal. So like just kind of like learning that like that's not actually like a real thing, and that's something that we like kind of push on people.
One of the things, especially here at ASU, is that they've tried changing is getting rid of that stereotype. And in a similar way, this campaign is trying to get rid of that stereotype for alcoholism and people who suffer from it here on campus. People are like, oh, I'm in college, so I can't be an alcoholic. But in reality, as this campaign is trying to show, is 1 in 10 people who drink do suffer from alcoholism. And that's the message we want to get across. Just showing that alcoholism truly is a disease can help open up new opportunities for people to seek help or go into remission, because them seeking help isn't just helping themselves, but it's also helping the people around them, the relationships they're in, their day-to-day happiness, their success.
Now, recovery is a process. It's difficult. It's not an easy thing to do, but people can go into recovery. There are many programs out there to help people with their recovery, and recovery from alcoholism truly is abstaining from drinking each and every day. So making that conscious choice for the person with alcoholism to not drink each day looks like recovery.
Alcoholism is a disease, and it's something that if you're willing, you need to get help for to enable to get better and go into recovery. And unfortunately, it just wasn't something that was in the cards for her, but it's helped me understand, and I guess gave me a little bit more closure with what she was dealing with and everything that she struggled with.
Alcoholism truly is a life-controlling disease, and without the proper help, it can ruin, it can take away people's lives. It's really something that we need to see and spread awareness and share this message, because people with alcoholism, they need help. Recovery is not an easy process. They need help, and to know that they're not in it on their own, and that there are so many people and organizations out there that want to help them, that want to help them succeed.
I really believe that the best way to learn a topic, particularly a complicated topic, is to have to learn it well enough that you can talk to other people about it. And so I have often created campaigns on a particular health issue. Sometimes it's been smoking, sometimes it's been college drinking, sometimes it's been domestic violence on college campuses, and now it's alcoholism and recovery. So I've taken a topic that had complexity, educated the students in the topic, and then had them get out there in some ways to spread the message. And what I find is that when they do what they need to do to learn it this way, they really own what they learned.
So we have all 5 groups in our class working together so we can put together table talks and different meets where we get to interact with other students and the public about alcoholism and what they think and what they do and don't know, so that we can educate them if they want to or they need to.
I have a career for you. I mean, just think of anything that really is this complex. So if they start to at least begin to think a little differently, or are willing to start to open their mind, that's a lot.
There's means, and it was really cool to see like the words that we spoke changed their mind about perspectives of what they were saying. And that was one of the coolest things that we saw, was like that they wanted to discuss it further by themselves.
Because while the campaign is focused on ASU and college drinking, the further goal is to destigmatize alcoholism everywhere.
The impact I want to have is that people in this class and the people they touch start to become part of what I would call a counter-narrative. And I think by learning this material and campaigning about it, students are becoming part of a different narrative, and that narrative is alcoholism is a disease, and there's help for it. It's not a discrimination.